So probably the most discussed topic in the Sonic community right now is remakes. Yeah, everybody's wanting a Sonic Heroes remake. Everybody's wanting a Sonic Forces remake. Actually, no. I'm not gonna go that far. But you know, one thing I see being more possible than a whole remake is a port, you know, like Sonic Colors Ultimate. Yeah, you take an old game and modernize it for modern consoles. So today I'm gonna go ahead and give you a couple of games that I personally think should make a comeback, that I think had the potential when it first came out, that didn't perform very well, that could possibly be revived in today's generation. But as always, before we get into that topic, if you are a Sonic fan, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. So the first game on this list is absolutely beyond awful. This game does not need a port. It doesn't need a remaster. This game needs the almighty remake. This game needs to be completely remade. And that game is Sonic R. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell are you thinking? And that's totally fine. I mean, I completely understand. I'm asking myself the same question. I'm probably making this choice due to nostalgic reasons because I played this game out the wazoo growing up. It's honestly no mystery that this game had a lot of flaws, but you can easily fix those flaws with today's technology. You can give it better graphics, you can give it way better controls, and you can honestly make it an overall good game. But one thing that they would probably have to do is you would just have to remove the Tails doll. I know this is what the game is known for, but in this day and age, someone's gonna get offended, so you would probably have to cancel him. Before we move on to my next pick, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and go down below, hit that like and subscribe button. If you need to pause the video for a second, go ahead and do it. And if you don't do it, Tails doll is going to get you in your sleep. Now, moving on to my next pick, you're probably gonna be thinking the same thing you were earlier when I said Sonic R. Sonic 06, the infamous Sonic 06, honestly regarded as one of the worst games of all time. I mean, just look at these ratings. IGN gave it a 4.8, IMDb gave it a 3.4, and GameSpot gave it a 4.4. Now let's look at the bad things that GameSpot had to say. Camera frequently gets in the way, full of little graphical and animation glitches, lengthy and frequent loading times always get in the way, town missions are just plain stupid, action stages aren't really much better. Oh, okay, well, I'm pretty sure if they have this many cons, I'm pretty sure they got the same amount of pros, right? Wow. Okay. Yeah, you would definitely have to give this game a whole makeover. Get rid of the excessive amounts of loading screens, get rid of the hub world, get rid of all the glitches and bugs, make Silver fast again. And for this level, if you're not going to be able to control Sonic speed, get all those damn obstacles out of the way. That's nearly impossible. I could honestly sit here for about another hour or so talking down on this game, but we really don't have time, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that I personally would love to see a complete makeover remake of Sonic 06. Another thing that I think would be interesting to bring back is a Sonic Advance series. Now, I have not played Sonic Advance 2 or 3, but I did own Sonic Advance 1 on the Game Boy Advance. I honestly can't even think of any flaws for these games. Sonic Advance 1 was spectacular. I enjoyed it. I've heard a lot of good things about 2 and 3. I have never heard anything negative about either of these games. So therefore, they wouldn't even have to be remastered or remade. All you would have to do is just add some extra content, like give it a storyline, give it some side missions, stuff of that nature, and re-release them in the stores of modern day consoles. Like for example, go to your Xbox store and you can buy Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3 for $4.99. The games themselves, along with some extra content that wasn't there before. Now, this next one is going to be pretty obvious. It's the talk of the town. Everyone thinks it's going to come back. It's the most requested, and that is, of course, Sonic Heroes. Before Sonic Frontiers came out, this was probably the most successful 3D Sonic game that we have ever gotten. And what I think that made this game stand out the way it did was its playstyle and the fact that you can do a lot of different things. Like, for example, there's so many players to choose from. If you didn't enjoy Team Chaotix, you could play as Team Rose. If you don't enjoy Team Rose, you could play as Team Dark. If you don't enjoy Team Dark, you can play as Team Sonic. And what's awesome about it is that every one of these groups has their own story. They all have their own things to do. Neo Metal Sonic being the big bad guy instead of Robotnik was cool, and also along with colorful visuals, delightful music, and pretty okay gameplay. It was overall a good Sonic game. Well, a good 3D Sonic game. So thinking about it, I'm pretty sure that they could do a remaster for this one and re-release it on modern day consoles, just like I have said for the other ones before this one. Re-releasing this to the modern day public, that would definitely put a lot of smiles on a lot of Sonic fans' faces. So Sega and Sonic Team, you might want to go ahead and take some notes or just browse around the internet and see what everybody's talking about. Now, my last pick on this list is probably going to surprise a lot of y'all, but this game, I would absolutely love for them to bring back and give it an entire makeover. Remake it, remaster, do everything you gotta do, but bring it back. And that is Sonic the Fighters. Now, by all means, this game was not all that great. It's just the idea of having a Sonic tournament fighter, you know, like Mortal Kombat, excluding the fatalities and the blood and gore and all that stuff. Just a Sonic fighting game. We've had Sonic Racing, we've had side-scrollers, we've had boost formula games, we've had all that, and we just had open worlds. So why don't we have a Sonic the Fighters remake so that way we can have an updated version of a Sonic tournament fighter? So I guess pretty much something like Super Smash Brothers, but completely Sonic the Hedgehog characters. No Nintendo characters, nothing of that nature. All Sonic characters. So it probably looks something like this. Oh man, just thinking about it and talking about it's making me excited. There's just so many things you could do with this. You have so many characters to choose from. You have so many characters with their own abilities you can use. Oh man, I'm not a guy to pre-order stuff. The only time I actually pre-ordered anything was Sonic Frontiers, and honestly, I don't even know why that was hard for me to do. But I can go ahead and tell you, if they were to release a brand new Sonic fighting game or just a remake of Sonic the Fighters, I would pre-order that. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. If you agreed with any of these choices, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, that's okay too. Let me know down in the comments. I love to know what y'all think about these sort of things. I also want to know games that you would want to be remastered and brought back. Go down in the comments, type it down. Let us know what you think. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help out. Now to end it off, I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe and be great. And we're officially out.